This is a quick video on the open house system, where to find for rent by owner properties on Craigslist and the website for rent by owner. Right now I'm looking at Northern Virginia housing apartments for rent and Craigslist. And what we're going to do is we're going to go housing type, and we're going to do houses, duplexes, and cottages. All bedrooms, all bathrooms. And then we're going to go over here and go search. And it's going to pop up with a bunch of different stuff. And you want to avoid things like this ad: bad credit, totally redone, pet friendly, country apartment, DC site. You don't want that. You want to look for something that looks like an individual has done it. You want to avoid this too. Basement near, you don't want that. And this is work. I mean, you're actually prospecting, so this is not super easy. Gonna be wham bam, wow, quick, found something right away. It's gonna be something you gotta work at. If it was real easy, everybody would do it. Let's try this one and see what happens. So we've got it. It's got a map for us, so you can see if it's actually in an area you want to work. This looks like somebody from a, see, full-time agent, realtor. You don't want that. So we'll go back to the list. See what we got on this one. No, that's the same guy. Boy, he's a hog, taking up all the listings. So let's take out duplexes and cottage and cabins and go back and search again. And it gives us some different ones. This one's a bio from the Pentagon. Let's see what it has to say. Please call Bill at show contact. And it just has a phone number. So you're going to have to make some phone calls. The other thing you can do is minute call for this beautiful rental fast. Call Bill on lease. You look through the ad and see if it looks like it's a realtor, broker, property manager person. And you can also go up here, click reply, and use your Gmail or Yahoo Mail or Hotmail or AOL Mail. I suggest you already have your mail open in another window, because I use Gmail. I'm going to click on this and it'll take me to one of my Gmail accounts and load up the sender address. And then in here I just type in basically what the script is that I have for you for having a phone call, for the phone conversation. Just type in the script that you would have as a phone conversation. And this is for rent by owners in the same area. These should theoretically all be owners, but more agents and apartment complexes are throwing this stuff out here, so you got to kind of be discreet in what you do. Hard to tell if this is an owner or not an owner. So you could email her here and ask if it's an owner. And when you read through it, you can kind of see what they have to say and if it's professionally done or not professionally done, that kind of thing. Because as professionals, we tend to write a little better than most homeowners write. And how many pages of these do we have? That was page 2. This is page 1. The other thing I look at is when the ads were posted. So let's go to page 2. They're still posted, and I'm doing this February 27th. So those are all ads for today. Those are still all ads for today. We're on the 3rd page. So in Arlington, there is a ton of properties posted daily on the For Rent by Owner site. So you want to get back 4, 5, 6 days, a week, 2 weeks is good. And if it's still on the market, then you stand a better chance of the person just not wanting to go do another open house, not wanting to drop everything they're doing and go show their house. This looks like it's either an agent or somebody who is just really tired of going there. So they want you to call and talk to them about it. Luxurious owner suite, bath window, master walk-in. So it's not money falling out of the sky into your pocket. You are going to have to look for these. The other thing that I do is every time I go to the grocery store, dry cleaners, friend's house, no matter where I'm going or what I'm doing, I take a different route. Not way out of my way, but just take a different route and drive to a few little residential streets. And I write down wherever I see a For Rent by Owner, House for Rent sign. And I call them that day when I get home and just get some basic information about it. How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what's the heating and air conditioning like, what have they done to it, what are they looking for rent, and say, okay, thanks, well, let me think about it, and I'll get back to you. And I only give them my first name. Typically, most people don't write down your name or remember it. And about 2 days later, I'll call them back, and I'll ask them, is that place still for rent? And they say, yeah. And I kind of review everything again. Oh, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what do you want for rent, what do you want for deposit, do you take pets, what kind of amenities does it have, how long have you owned it, are you going to own it for a long time? I'd hate to rent something and then find out you're going to sell it. And that's real important, because if they want to sell it, you want to represent them as the agent. Then I tell them, well, I'm an agent, I do open houses, and I'd like to do one at your house. It'll bring in renters for you, and I'll just pick up some applications from you, and I'll give them out to people that want to rent it, and give them your contact info, and they will have already seen it, so you won't have to go show it to them. You can just go through the applications and pick the best person that you like to rent the house. And what I get out of it is I get to have an open house, and any buyers that come by, or anybody else in the neighborhood that wants to sell, I get to meet them and maybe go show them a house that's for sale. That's something that you'd want to work with me on, because I'd really appreciate it. Plus it gets you a couple more showings on your house where you don't have to drop everything you're doing to run over there and show your house. And I can do them during the week on the evenings, or for an hour or two on a Saturday, or an hour or two on a Sunday, and maybe we can get this thing rented for you. If they agree, then you do your showing agreement thing, and that's when you approach them with, I really kind of need a little bit of marketing money. Would it be all right if after you get a tenant from one of my showings that you give me a couple $100 to cover all my marketing expenses, because I'm going to put out some flyers, and I got some websites I'm going to put the house on that people will contact me, And you can do that through RealBird, which is another program that you should go find. Gabe's a great guy, and it's like $99 a year, and it does a huge amount of marketing for you. And I get no payback from Gabe other than he's a really nice guy and I use his stuff. So, and it's the least expensive I found on the market that does everything this RealBird does. So it's a really good thing. And it's RealBird.com. So anyway, that's pretty simple how to do it. It's not overly hard or confusing. It is work. That's basically all. Trying to find clients is always work. And eventually you do this enough, you'll get to where you can go to an ad, look at it, and go, huh, I know what that is. That's an agent. Or, oh yeah, this is definitely a homeowner that did this because these pictures aren't real great and they don't have a lot of information, and man, that guy just, like, I saw one on here, I can't find it now. Well, that one they just gave it away. You don't even have to look any farther. It's got a for rent by agent company sign in it. There's nice looking houses back there. Man, this is an agent too. It's probably, I bet you it's that same guy. Yes, it is. Bob's got it figured out, folks. Samson Properties, licensed in Virginia. They're nailing it. So anyway, Bob again. So you get to where you can tell by looking at them the way they structure their ads. This one could very well be a for rent by owner easily. House for rent in the country, 5-minute walk to Shenandoah River, 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Do not contact me for unsolicited services or offers. Well, he's soliciting for somebody to rent his house, so go ahead and contact him. And the only way you can contact him is through this, whatever your email thing is. He just posted it about 3 hours ago. No pictures, no nothing. So he's really a guy that could use some help. And you're just going to offer to help. But I'd let it sit for a little while because people are basically lazy. And if they don't have pictures, they're not going to go out of their way to get a hold of this guy. So I would email that ad to myself, which you do it by clicking on this and go email to friend. Click on that. Put in your address. Put in the email address you want to send it to. I usually put in my personal email address up here and my business email address there so I can keep them in my customer database. And then I save it, and a couple days later I go back and look and see if it's still vacant and email them and talk to them and see what's going on. I'll bet this is another Bob ad right here. Nope, I was wrong. Contact Jim for more information. And Jim didn't leave any information other than you got to email him. So let's see. Yeah, these pictures are kind of okay, but they're not great. An agent usually wouldn't leave whatever that distracting thing is on the countertop there. Nice shiny floors, that's nice, but you can't really see much other than nice shiny floors. It's not much of a bathroom shot. Hey, at least they closed the toilet seat. I can't believe how many times somebody takes a picture and leaves the toilet seat up, and nobody wants to see that. A bunch of pictures of the bathtub. So this is probably an owner and not an agent. Posted it about 4 hours ago. So one of the things you can do when you start finding them posted real recent is go to the next page and look over here real small. It says February 26th. Keep going because you have 639 of these to look at. that are recent. You want to get back here into the stuff that was posted like on the 21st. Today is February 27th. This stuff's been up for a week, maybe a little longer. And you look, yeah, what do you got here? Call Karen. May or may not be an agent. It's not disclosing it. I don't know if this particular part of the country they have to disclose it. Robert did. So maybe they do. That's something you need to find out. Do they have to fully disclose when they're doing their marketing if they're an agent? If they're not disclosing it and they're supposed to, it's up to you whether you want to say anything to them or do anything. Just depends on how you want to get along with everybody else that's in the same business. But as you can see, this stuff has been up for 9 days, so that might be somebody you might want to contact. And it's $2,000. So let's see, $2,000. Please respond back with your name and phone number. It's probably got to be careful of scams too, but it probably is a owner. And the other thing is, if you're looking at this house and you know your area and you go, yeah, that's way too low a rent for that house, then what I've done is I've just clicked it as prohibited. If it's a legitimate ad, they'll put it back up. They'll be annoyed, but they'll put it back up. If it's not legitimate, then you did everybody a favor and saved them from being scammed. Well, this one's $22.95, so maybe that was a legitimate one. I don't know. $25.95. 25, 4 bedroom, 3 bath, $65 application fee. Move-in date no earlier than the 20th of this year. $3,500 deposit. And $30 additional per month for pets. So, it's kind of how you do them. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Email me at the email you have. And accsOpenHouse.gmail.com. I'm sorry. accs@gmail.com. Sorry. Can't remember my email. So, hope that's a big help to you. If not, let me know and I'll figure out some other way to help you out. 5 bedroom single. If interested, please call. This is probably an owner too. Alright. Well, there you go, folks. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. And I will shoot other training emails as you guys tell me you need them. Bye.